Hi, Gabrielle here. I'm doing a vlog on a forum, the Desteni Forum Thread, one of the threads that is on there. It's in relation to parenting and praising children within how parents approach children in their living. And it's basically, false praise and, praising when the praise necessarily isn't, warranted, or it's given within a point of just wanting to appease the child and wanting to have the child just kind of get the praise, get it done, and you move on, like a check mark on the list. And within this approach, the child can realize that within themselves. They see that the praise given isn't genuine because it's just done sporadically and it's just done out of context, really. Like when parents praise a kid all the time to or like give them presents or goods, if you go and do your homework now, you can get a reward of Sophie, I'm doing a vlog. I'll be up in a minute. Kind of just like there, I'll be up in a minute, so she'll just go away and I can do my vlog, which it is what it is, kind of, because I have to do this. And I locked the door for a reason, so no one would come in to be disturbed when I'm doing this. So basically it's false praise towards children, and I wrote on the thread, and within my experience, I related it to hockey, because when I was growing up, I was very into hockey, and my dad is the one that was behind me, kind of, in support. He would go to everything, all my games, he would coach me, and we built relationship within this, just him watching me during the game, and over time realizing what I needed work in, where I could improve in my playing skills to make me better in the sport that I was playing. And he would, within communication, pretty much back and forth from the games, because our games were usually, our practices were far away, so they'd take hour to get there. So we just sit and talk. I played at one point every day of the week, and so there was a lot of communication that was built over time of just this one particular point of hockey, helping me to see points and, showing me the correction, and, us discussing, the correction, I giving my input, he's giving his input, and then from there I learn and understand the point and get perspective from him. And, over time it built a trust within our relationship and communication. And this was when I was young, and as I grew older, I would go to him for everything, to communicate and to discuss points, issues in my life, issues with friends, issues with boyfriends. I would call him for everything. Like one time me and my boyfriend got in a huge fight, and it was like the middle of the night, or it was really late, and I was at his college, and I called my dad and I asked him to come pick me up because I didn't want to be there anymore. I wanted to go home. I didn't want to deal with this kid, and he came and picked me up. And just this, genuine trust relationship was built over time through his support of me and through his genuine care of me, being a better person and helping me and caring about my life and caring about my issues and discussing, how to work through issues. Through her realness. He was real within his communication. He was never, he never yelled at me or, well, it's not that he never yelled at me, because there are times, of course, that he yelled at me and got angry and stuff as I was growing up as a kid, but we really had a good relationship built on this trust in the communication, and he never made me feel like, even if I did stuff that was really stupid and really bad and got in trouble at school and got kicked out of school, I got suspended from school and stuff like that, like, he always supported me in, understanding the whole situation, what I couldn't see, what he was seeing, and from the communication I saw the correction that I needed to correct myself in, and then I'd make that correction, and then that's when the praise would come in, is when he saw that I corrected myself. In this instance in hockey, it was kind of an obvious point. He'd see, like, okay, now you can skate backwards because you fixed your skating technique in this way, and now you're doing better. You're, getting faster, and you're doing a good job. And so, then the time was, it was the right time to give praise, and it was, cool. Like, for me, I saw that, okay, I did the correction and I made myself better, and now I can be, proud that I did that, and I can realize, outside myself that I am correcting myself. I am making strides to help myself be better in hockey, for instance. And so it's been a cool point within my life, my dad's support in this point of communication. He's really been like a solid influence and a solid point in my life, that I always had consistent support, grounded support, and I could trust him. It built a huge relationship over the years of trust. I trusted his judgment. I trusted his words towards me. I, trusted that I could tell him everything. I could be open with him, and he wouldn't get mad and go crazy and yell at me, but he would, show me that, this isn't cool, this is how you fix it, this is how I've experienced myself within this, and, trying to let me learn from his experiences, his mistakes, and, through that communication, it's build a solid and real relationship between us that has helped me grow to be the person I am today, which is someone that I'm proud of. I've, learned a lot, changed a lot, helped correct myself within different points in my life that I saw that were not cool. I've done a lot of correction within points, and so his support has helped me through this. And basically within this point is to realize the essential relationship that is built between a child and an adult, a child and a parent, and this openness and allowing the child to openly express themselves and not judging them and not, doing out of context praise, for instance, or out of context yelling and, judging them and screaming at them and, punishing them, but, open the communication and allow them to see, the correction. And then when they do that correction and they do go and make themselves better in their living, you then give them praise and really give them praise and make them feel cool and they learn from that, and they feel the realness within that, and they feel the genuineness, as I've felt in my life. And it builds a solid human being. It builds from childhood into adulthood a solid human being that respects other people, respects life, and gets that groundedness within themselves of, there's people that do care in this world, and there's, people I can trust. So it's definitely cool to build that from the home base, from parents within their child's relationship, and give that child the opportunity to expand themselves and grow through learning through the communication that's built over time through the parents. So thanks for listening, and I'll copy a link to the thread in the description box.